Hi, I'm Krista Faye, and this is the second video offering that I'll be sharing in a whole series of videos that are here to help support you in your nervous system during these times. I came out here to do some composting. I'll go ahead and show you my compost. I was digging around trying to bring more oxygen in because it needs air. I'm gonna go ahead and plant some more garden beds and just get near in. And as I did, I sat down and started looking at the plants here and reminded me that there is such potential in stress release by looking at what we call fractals. Fractals are patterns that repeat in the natural world. We also find them in math. But in the natural world, it means that it starts off in one larger bit and it breaks in the same pattern into smaller and smaller and smaller patterns. If you're interested in learning more about fractals, go ahead and Google it online, check it out. But just for this video, knowing that there's stress regulation that comes through looking at fractal patterns is what we'll be focusing on. That, in fact, is called fractal fluency, and it has an effect on our autonomic nervous system to help us regulate our stress. From the time that we've evolved, these patterns in nature have helped us cope with stress and other things that come up. So I'm going to go ahead and again turn the phone around to show you Apollo Verde, and I hope I get the whole image right. So here's Apollo Verde, and it starts as a big trunk, and then it breaks into these branches, bigger branches. And as we follow the tree up, it breaks into smaller and smaller self-repeating patterns until we can come all the way out to the end of the Apollo Verde. And here we have those same small patterns repeating. If you have a tree in your home, in your yard, go ahead and find it and spend some time looking at the pattern of the trunk and how it turns into the bigger pattern. What I noticed here in my garden, actually, I was sitting right here in front of these collards, and I'll go ahead and flip the phone again. And here we have the big trunk, and then leading out to these leaves, and in the leaves, we see the bifurcation happening again and again and again. That pattern is self-repeating. And then I looked over and I saw these carrot leaves. And again, here is the trunk breaking out and the leaves and the bifurcation again and again and again. We can see it here with the beet leaves, the beet breaking apart and the leaves. With the yarrow. And we can find all of these repeating patterns in nature in the mountains. If you look at the stone, the bigger mountains breaking into the smaller little tiny stones. We can see it in clouds, we can see it in the ocean. So at this point, I'll invite you to go into your own worlds, and whether it be through the internet or whether it be through outside, looking up at the sky, looking out through a window to a tree, the invitation is to explore your natural world and the natural patterns. And happy fractaling. Thanks. Have a good day. Blessed to be.